Cheryl here from 24/7 Wellness and Living and from Secret Back Pain Cure. As you know, Secret Back Pain Cure is kind of a little niche within 24/7 Wellness and Living, because obviously I have a program that really helps people with lower back pain. And one of the things I wanted to speak to you today about is psoas. I've spoken to you many times about this muscle. Let me just draw this diagram a little bit closer towards you. So iliopsoas is the combination of psoas and iliacus, and these are your hip flexor muscles. Psoas is the main hip flexor and iliacus assists in flexion of the hip. So basically, as you can see, this muscle attaches to the lumbar region of the spine, but it threads through the pelvis as the crow flies and finishes on the femur bone. So basically, on me, what that would look like is that it starts here in the lower back, but threads through the pelvis and finishes about here. So how do you know, I've spoken, as I say, about this muscle and the problems it can cause for lower back pain. It really is a problem muscle for anyone suffering with lower back pain. And the trouble is with psoas, it can either be too tight, and that causes lower back pain, or fatigued or in a spasm, or too weak. And really it's your goal to try and find out, well, which one is it? So are you suffering with a tight psoas muscle, which means obviously you need to stretch it, or is it too weak, whereas you need to therefore strengthen it? So I'm going to give you a couple of really quick tests. There's many others, so these aren't just the finite tests you can do. But here's two quick tests that you can find out whether your psoas muscle is too tight and it needs stretching, or too weak and needs strengthening. So the first thing we want to look at, if your psoas muscle is too tight, then what you're going to look like sort of side on, and if you had a belt on, that the pelvis would be drawn into this position. So you'd have a really forced lordotic curve of the spine, and almost like your belt, if you had sort of a pair of trousers on, the belt would be kind of sloping down and high at the back. You're also going to feel a lot of compression in the lower back, and it's also going to force your abdomen out. So you're never really going to be able to flatten the abdomen when it's being forced out in this position. So by stretching the muscle, it allows you to draw the pelvis into a more neutral position. Therefore, we can really engage the core muscles. So you just have your natural lordotic curve of your spine, not a really forced one where you really get that sort of really deep arched lower back, and you feel that tightness in there the whole time. And as I say, the abdomen will be forced out. So that, if you kind of go side onto a mirror and look in particular, as I say, if you have a belt on around your pants and you see that that belt sort of slopes down, it's higher at the top, then maybe psoas is too tight and you need to stretch. And you'll see on other videos that I've done, there is a great stretch that I share with you for psoas and how to stretch it effectively and successfully to stop that forced lordotic curve of the spine. So how do you find out now if the muscle's too weak and it needs strengthening? Well, here's another quick little test for you. So if you sat in a chair and had your ankle, knee aligned, abdominals tight and everything. Now, I haven't got anyone with me, but you really need somebody out. So you need another pair of hands, and make sure it's somebody you trust, and so that, they're not overzealous with you a little bit. So what they will do is they'll stand up above you to the side, keeping their hands flat. They'll press down on the midsection of your thigh, so kind of around that midsection. And what they're going to do is literally resist you. So they're going to press down as you try and push up. So basically, they're pressing down, and you don't want them forcing them, their whole body weight and really trying to be aggressively strong with you. But you do want them to provide some real force down. So you have your foot down on the floor, they press down, and then you try and push up against it. Now, if you can do it, the muscle's strong. If you really can't push up against them, then it's very weak. The other thing you can do is do it the other way, where they've got their hand there, and you've just got to push up on it and that'll just give you that indication of whether the muscle's weak. And obviously try both and see if there's balance between them. So that'll give you a good indication of whether one, the muscle was too weak and it needs strengthening, and I'll share with you some strengthening exercise of psoas, or the other that I showed you before will show whether the muscle needs stretching. And so hopefully that'll help you sort of work out what you need to do to really try and get this muscle functioning as it should do, because as I say, it does cause, unfortunately, lower back issues. So Cheryl here from 24/7 Wellness and Living, www.247wellness.com, as I say, or there's my other site, secretbackpaincure.com, which is really all the specifics about back pain. 24/7 Wellness is we're encompassing all aspects of health and well-being, whereas obviously the back pain one is more specific to lower back pain, upper back pain, neck and shoulder issues. So thank you for your time today, and I'll speak to you soon.